Sebastian, torn between the summons and the desire to continue their conversation, turned to Sicil with a reassuring smile. "Let's talk later," he whispered, his words sincere. He kissed her forehead as he reluctantly excused himself from her presence. Leaving Sicil to her thoughts, Sebastian made his way to his father's study, his mind still lingering on the unfinished conversation with Sicil. As Sebastian settled into one of the plush leather chairs in his father's study, Mr. Wilson began, "So, Sebastian, let's talk about Sicil's internship at the university." Sebastian leaned forward, attentive to his father's words. "Of course. What is on your mind, Dad?" Mr. Wilson leaned back in his chair, tapping his fingers thoughtfully. "Well, you know I was keen on overseeing her internship personally. I saw it as an opportunity to impart some valuable lessons and guidance." Sebastian nodded in agreement. "Yes, I remember. You were quite enthusiastic about it." Mr. Wilson's expression grew serious. "However, given recent developments and the demands on my time, I've been reconsidering." Sebastian furrowed his brow, sensing his father's hesitation. "What do you mean?" Mr. Wilson sighed, leaning forward to emphasize his point. "Sebastian, I've been thinking that perhaps it's time for you to step in and take over Sicil's internship." Sebastian's eyes widened in surprise. "Me? But Dad, I am not sure if I am the best person for the job. I mean, I have my own commitments and responsibilities." Mr. Wilson raised a reassuring hand. "I understand, son, but think about it. This could be a valuable opportunity for both you and Sicil. It would give you a chance to work together, strengthen your bond, and perhaps even lay the groundwork for future collaborations." Sebastian considered his father's words carefully. "I see what you're saying, Dad, but isn't there a risk of mixing personal and professional life? What if things do not go as planned?" Mr. Wilson nodded thoughtfully. "It is a valid concern, Seb, but sometimes taking risks is necessary for growth. And besides, I will still be here to offer guidance and support along the way." Sebastian nodded, feeling a sense of determination settle over him. "All right, Dad, I will do it. I will take over Sicil's internship." Mr. Wilson's smile widened. "I knew I could count on you." As they continued discussing Sicil's internship and the responsibilities that came with it, Mr. Wilson leaned forward, fixing his gaze on Sebastian with a seriousness that demanded attention. "Sebastian, I want to emphasize the importance of the charity event that Sicil will be managing as part of her internship," Mr. Wilson began. "This event holds significant value not just in the professional realm but also in the hearts of both of your mothers. It is a cause they have been passionate about for years." Sebastian nodded, recognizing the gravity of the situation. "I understand, Dad. The charity event is crucial, and I will do everything I can to ensure its success." Mr. Wilson continued, his tone steady. "I am entrusting you with not just leading the event, but driving it to success. It is an opportunity for Sicil to display her skills, but it is also a chance for you to prove your abilities here on our company board too. And remember, supporting Sicil in her internship goes hand in hand with making this event a triumph." Sebastian took a deep breath, a sense of responsibility settling over him. "I will not let you down, Dad. I will give it my all, and Sicil will have my full support." With a renewed sense of purpose, Sebastian left his father's office, ready to take on the challenges that lay ahead, both for the charity event and in supporting Sicil through her internship. The weight of responsibility mingled with determination as he prepared to navigate the intricate dance of business, family, and budding relationships. Indeed, for Mr. Wilson, the prospect of involving both Sebastian and Sicil in the family business held a deeper significance beyond the immediate tasks at hand. It signified a gradual integration of the next generation into the legacy he had painstakingly built over the years. Moreover, Mr. Wilson viewed this as an opportunity to strengthen the familial bond that tied the Wilsons and the Andersons together. He hoped to forge deeper connections and cement the foundation for a unified future. As Sebastian contemplated the implications of working closely with Sicil, he wrestled with questions of boundaries, professionalism, and the undeniable undercurrent of romance that lingered between them. First day at work. When Sicil stepped out of her home, she found both Ethan and Sebastian waiting for her, their presence creating a momentary dilemma. With a polite smile, she greeted them both simultaneously, unsure of whom to acknowledge first. "Hi, both of you. What a lovely surprise," greeted Sicil. Ethan, ever gracious, took the initiative. "Best of luck on your first day, Sicil. I am sure you will do fantastic in your internship," and kissed her cheeks. Sicil expressed her gratitude. "Thank you, Ethan. Your support means a lot to me." Sensing the tension, Sebastian lightened the atmosphere. "Well, I am here to make sure you do not get lost on your way to the office. Novel places can be tricky, you know?" Sicil chuckled, appreciating Sebastian's attempt to ease the situation. Ethan too played along. "I am sure she is in capable hands. Take care, Sicil, and have a great day." With a nod and another round of thanks, Sicil walked beside Sebastian, leaving Ethan behind. As they headed towards the car, the nervous dynamics between the trio hung in the air. Starting the car, Sebastian asked, "How is it that Ethan can kiss you, but I am not allowed?" Sicil shifted uncomfortably in her seat, searching for the right words. "It's not about permission, Seb," she began, her voice tinged with uncertainty. "It is about the history between us, the expectations. It is just different." Sebastian nodded slowly, his expression a mixture of understanding and frustration. "But why does it have to be that way?" he pressed, his gaze fixed on the road ahead. "Why do we have to tiptoe around each other?" Sicil sighed, grappling with her own conflicting emotions. "I wish I had a simple answer," she admitted, her voice barely above a whisper. "But some things are just complicated." Sebastian, determined to understand, pressed further. "I want to be a part of your future. I want to be more than just a part of your history." Sicil hesitated before responding. "I need time to figure things out, Seb. As I said earlier, it is not about you. It is about me and what I feel. Ethan has been there for me, especially when you were away. I cannot just ignore that, and you cannot blame for how I felt when you were gone. So live with it, till I figure it out." Sebastian, feeling a mix of frustration and patience, kept his focus on the road ahead and just said "fine" in resignation. He understood the need to give Sicil space. Pushing her into a corner would only drive her further away, and that was the last thing he wanted. Slowly but surely, he resolved to navigate the complexities of their relationship, letting things unfold naturally. Moreover, the prospect of working together presented an opportunity for Sicil to see their connection in a new light. With time, he hoped she would come to realize just how much they meant to each other. For now, he was content to let their journey unfold at its own pace, trusting that their bond would only grow stronger with time. As they pulled up to the office, a slow smile tugged at the corners of Sebastian's lips, piquing Sicil's curiosity. "What's got you smiling like that, Seb?" she asked, knowing his tendency to not hide anything from her. Sebastian glanced at her with a playful gleam in his eyes. "Oh, you'll find out soon enough," he teased, gesturing for her to follow him as he stepped out of the car. Intrigued, Sicil trailed behind Sebastian as they entered the office building, her anticipation growing with each step. Inside, Sebastian introduced her to Anna, Mr. Wilson's secretary, before heading off on his own. Anna then took Sicil on a quick tour of the office. Although the surroundings were familiar from her childhood visits with Sebastian, this time held a different significance. She was there to work. Anna discreetly answered a buzzing phone and, after hanging up, turned to Sicil. "Mr. Wilson will see you now," she said, guiding Sicil not to Sebastian's father's office but to a new cabin. As the door opened, Sicil found herself in a fashionably designed plush office. Seated behind a large walnut desk was Sebastian. With a firm handshake, he welcomed her. "Miss Anderson, welcome to your first day at Wilson's. I will be mentoring you during your internship, and we will be working together on managing the charity event organized by Wilson and Anderson, the Climate Quest." Sicil was pleasantly surprised to see Sebastian in his new avatar. "Wow, it means we'll be working together," she remarked with a smile. "You got that right," Sebastian affirmed. "I'm pleased to know that you're pleased with this arrangement." Of course I'm pleased, Sicil responded eagerly. I have heard so much about how efficient you are in your work. Dad cannot stop gushing over you. It will be great to learn from you directly. Also, I was a little nervous about working with Arthur. Dad won't bite you, Sebastian reassured her with a chuckle. Of course he won't, Sicil admitted. But don't you get it? He is Dad and he is so successful. I was worried about making my first impression. Just then Arthur knocked on the door and entered. Sicil, my dear, I hope Sebastian is helping you settle in, he said warmly. Indeed, Arthur, Sebastian is very kind, she responded warmly. He just mentioned that he will be leading the project and I'll be supporting him during the event. Arthur's eyes twinkled with paternal pride as he looked at Sicil. Do your best, Sicil, he said with genuine warmth. This event is very important to both the Andersons and the Wilsons, and we must make it a big success. And for sure, you will learn a lot from Sebastian about how to manage big projects, so make the most of your time here during this internship. Sicil's resolve strengthened as she nodded firmly. I won't disappoint you, Arthur, she affirmed without hesitation. Ready to impress on her first day, Sicil understood that she was no longer the carefree kid who used to roam around this office. She needed to leave a positive impression and highlight her abilities. She was determined to impress Arthur, her father's best friend, who had always treated her with kindness and adoration alongside Sebastian.